It wasn't just the Black Caucus acting in their Sambo ways, because that was very strategic. They were being directed by Governor Newsom. And if he's doing such a good job as governor, why does he have to rig the election to get elected? He's been recalled 3 times for a reason. So don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the Samboism. Don't fall for the black faces and the high places that they may be even putting in front of you as the current climate that we currently see. A no vote is absolutely a protest vote. Don't wait for the government to give you permission to do something that you know you could be doing right now for yourself, because we got the power to do what we do fighting independently. We don't need permission from the government to do any of this. They will never give us liberation through politics. And they want to have you focused that you're going to get your liberation through politics so you can continue to be politically enslaved on the Democratic plantation like many of the people before us who sold out and who gave out our people because they didn't have it in them to fight. Anybody who is really doing this work on the street level is not going to be funded. Anybody who's really doing this work every single day is not going to be in the position in your face to tell you why this white man didn't do or anything. That's not their position to glorify or publish why they didn't do things. They chose not to do it. And it is our job to not only punish them, defund them, boycott them, and shut them down. And that's not going to come from Democrat or Republican, because it is a deep state that runs the government regardless of who you vote for.
Some people may call it mafia, is that when you have an informed minority, they can defeat the uninformed majority. And I feel like we're in a real game of that. And the question for us becomes, how do we sustain in a system that, I don't care how you dice it up, it was built based on the idea of white supremacy. How do we manage to protect ourselves? We still have kids hanging from a tree, and the young Reed boy down in Mississippi hanging from a tree. We got the local saying he did it to himself. Turns out that's not the case. He was traumatically beaten and then hung from that tree. We have federal protections from the 1800s. Some of the same stuff that Trump is using. We've got protections, but the United States government is not sending in their DOJ. They're not sending in the FBI to see what dysfunction is happening in that Reed case, right? To say, you are citizens, we will not allow this to happen to you or your children. We're not living in that. And so for me, I don't trust. I'm triggered to not trust. And I feel like I'm part of the informed minority, but I'm part of the informed minority that's not necessarily part of that party. And so my politics are different. And so this for me, it's a no, but it's a no because I've had this master class. And I've counted on people who are telling me to vote yes on this, and I couldn't count on you to simply bring a vote to the floor when it was historic. And for me, August 31st of 2024 will forever go down in history as one of the worst days for reparations in our nation. And it happened here.
And NAACP was the first people we called. They told them they wouldn't support them because there wasn't enough money in the case. I was just wondering, for all of you, I may not have too much curiosity behind Friday because we kind of share the same sentiments for our people. I wonder, because my today is based on a lot of you guys, it's not to call you old, yesterday. It's based on your yesterday, my today. Our tomorrow is based on our today. So I'm wondering 3 different things, and you don't have to be lengthy about it. What sacrifices have you made? What sacrifices are you able to make? And what sacrifices are you willing to make for us to have practical, progressive future. When I say us, of course I mean collectively us, but it would be worth noting if you specify us for black people as well, and that's for all of them. Oh, my name is Zeno. I'm from Hawthorne, but I lived in downtown Long Beach for a very long time, so long, like there's so much I want to say, but again, we don't have time, but there have been so many different changes in this little part of the city alone that it's clear that a lot of people are comfortable as long as they're not personally affected. Because for me, when I walk around here just for a little bit, it looks like the Tenderloin, this little part of San Francisco that's like ridden with people on heroin, people on all sorts of, mental health issues, crooked cops, and, neglectful businesses and all sorts of stuff like that. And it's turning into that over here. So that means that the rest of everybody that's okay, that's not out here on Pine, around like 12, 1 o'clock, y'all going to sleep, comfortable in your houses, y'all are okay with it. You know what I mean? The encampment that used to be at City Hall, where I used to go and help out brothers and sisters, because those were the main people over there in that encampment at the library. They have to go somewhere else. It was a big pain in the way. It's been a whole reconstruction of that area. So again, the question is, the sacrifices that you have made, the sacrifices that you still have to make, and which ones are you willing to make going forward for us?
At this point, yes, for 50, because I'm concerned about my community. The technical question I have is, if I vote yes for Prop 50, how is that going to impact my community? Are we going to be diluted and then pushed, even though we already are?
Right.
Is it going to get worse? And I'm listening to my community that wants to vote no because they have been betrayed. They have been betrayed, horribly been betrayed, and so they want to punish because we've been punished. So that's my whole question.
Yeah.
How is that going to impact our community? Because I'm not going to on purpose or accident help white supremacy or Donald Trump. That's something I'm not going to do.
In the 80s, it was the Republicans who put crack into our communities. In 92, they were telling us George Bush was the devil. They scared us into voting for Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton got into office, and they used the crack epidemic to re-enslave us. They extracted more black people out of our community. Fast forward to Barack Obama. In 2008, black people lost over 240,000 homes to the banks. When he got into office, he bailed the banks out, didn't do nothing for those black folks. So now let's bring it to California. Right now, if we don't see objectively, we're being pushed out of this state being run by Democrats. In Los Angeles, Democratic Board of Supervisors, Democratic city councils. Black people are being left to die on the sidewalks. Everybody champions Mayor Bass. Oh, she got this Inside Safe program, but the problem with the Inside Safe program, the Latinos are making sure their people are being housed and they're leaving black people on the sidewalks to die. It started from 3 people dying a day to 4 to 5 to 6. Now it's 7 people dying a day, mostly black people on the first Black Woman Watch. And most black folks, I will say, we're not less tolerant, we're more tolerant. Because had that been Caruso in office right now, all hell would be raised in Los Angeles. But because it's a black woman, black media and a lot of different entities are being quiet about it. So my question I will also give an answer is, how will voting yes on Prop 50 leverage for us as black people? I'm saying it won't. I'm saying if we vote yes and we give them what they want, this next year they're going to forget us again. They're going to be talking about Palestine. They're going to be talking about immigration, while more of us are being pushed out of this state. So my question is, how will voting yes on Prop 50 leverage a benefit for black folks?